I want to do a compilation. I'm coming up to the end of my psychology, um, and I'm sure I'm not saying how she feels. As much as other people, you say you found a yeti, people aren't going to believe you. That's the truth, you know. So I'm going to do some demonstrations of my abilities to here and explain how I've been using it ever since the good doctors reduced my missile pride and it allowed me to be able to have more access to what I can do. Okay. Right. So that's the start of this. It's only going to be 10, 15, 20-minute video. As a hope, that should give you a very, very, very good explanation of how I've been using my abilities. I feel by the end of the video, you're going to come up with two conclusions. Probably one, actually. Adam is a fake and a con artist, and it's CG. The only other option is Adam's psychic, and he's doing things that have never been seen before, and it's impossible. Okay. With that, I am going to show you at some point. I've ordered some British flags. They're going to come tomorrow. I'm going to get one of them. I have excess flags. One of them, I'm putting in my bag. When you require, and it's a slightly windy day, just even a little bit, and I'm not too gassed, which is pretty normal generally. I'm quite okay when I come into the NHS. They here like to keep me quite cognitive on those days. I will be able to show you my psi in person by demonstrating on a flag. So it's not a smoke and so on, a flag. It's okay. Okay. So we can scratch. He isn't even calling. Okay. Apparently you have some awareness anyway. He is psi. That seems to be the hidden thing. I'm very grateful of that, and I'm very grateful for some allowing me to bridge. Yeah, I am. Okay, helped my mental health amongst many things, but you don't know how much. That's what I'm going to show you. Okay, okay, right, you ready? It's only been a 10-15-minute video showing you. Okay, so buckle up. Okay, we're gonna do this. All right, ready? Okay, let's go. What I'm doing there with the smoke is I'm basically projecting my hand at this level of antipsychotics. It's like I'm with this. My hand is here, but my hand is also there. But I'm basically doing that. That's it. That is over there. Like projecting my body outside. Unless antipsychotics, I can do it without imagining part of me in front of myself. Do my feet as well. It's quite amusing. But yeah, basically that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this is Nina Kuligina in the 60s or 70s in Russia, and she could move things with her mind telekinetically. On film, it's just quite known. Yeah, publicly. With that, I'm. Okay, so what is so unusual about those two clips you've just seen? Is that I was interacting with the animal, the fish. It's something that I can do. That's not the only issue. That wasn't live. That was in the past, 6 years ago, 4 years ago. I can prove that. I'll put the web links also in this email to those very videos, those very YouTube videos that I was interacting in. Okay, it seems, and for me, has been proven that my telekinetic thing also just cuts straight through time, as if time is another dimension. Basically, I can prove it totally to you right with the next clip. Okay.
Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, best I could do, got hit back with more wind. Right, that was visibly, you could see it.
Okay, so my telekinetic doesn't seem to be worried about time. I get deja vu. I said in the timeline, I've had deja vu all my life. My telekinetics, that's a really, the telekinetic thing itself has only really appeared the last several years. Well, since 2016, about 10 years, maybe 11 years. Also, just goes through time. If you have a video of something at any time, okay, it's pretty profound. I do place it quite spiritual. What it is, especially with the things I've seen and everything, I have to. But it's not just that happens. It also affects AI. So if somebody makes an AI video, I can affect that AI video the same as an incense stick or someone's hair in the wind like a flag. So if someone made an AI video, even stop motion, I can affect that in the same way as that turtle, as that flag. As if every single movement of that human being that moved this stop motion, time. I'll demonstrate that at another time. I don't have any video of it. It's that profound ability. Okay. So I'm going to show you a very easy version of AI.
Psychics are often thought to have abilities like clairvoyance, telepathy, or precognition, while telekinetics are believed to have the power to move objects with their mind. From a scientific standpoint, there's no conclusive evidence supporting these abilities, and they remain with.
Okay. So what I'm doing there is I'm basically projecting, as I would to an incense stick, my hand in front and my finger. I'm just basically moving the swirl of cloud in the ChatGPT circle that you get on any phone. It's an AI generated image that swirls around. I can move it. All right. So I am taking a bit of a risk. Anyway, but I don't really see a decent way forward unless I build foundations with the authorities o- on what I didn't know was a real life. Basically, okay. I think as you can see by my timeline, I've been caged a very long time. So the next step is for me to show you what I've been doing since you reduced my meds with my abilities. Remember, it affects time and it's telekinetic. Okay? You ready? Get your seatbelt on? Let's do it.
Hands down, this dude right here gets Pilot of the Year. I mean, it could be a girl. Anyway, this dude right here flying this plane, he's landing in England and he's stuck in crosswinds. I've never seen this clip before. It blows my mind. If you don't know what crosswinds are, just picture a cross in your mind. There you go. Just make it out of wind. So he's pointing, can't tell, that way. But watch where he lands on the runway. This is the craziest maneuver I've ever seen in a plane. You see that? He's gonna land right here on this runway. Blows my mind. Pilot of the Year right here. Hands down, this dude right here.
Okay. So okay. When I did that after looking out the window, there's hedges that blow in the wind. I like doing that. It's a nice view. That's about I'm told those planes hold around a plane holds around from 200 to 500 people, 600 people. I controlled the wind vortex like an incense stick. Happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe a year ago. Okay, the plane. But if I had not seen it last week, that plane probably would have crashed 2 years ago. Right. So let me show you what else I've been doing ever since my missile pride was lowered. And let's just talk about that now for a second. Dopamine. Okay. Antipsychotics block dopamine. My brain on with normal levels of dopamine. I'm really psychic. I'm only about 50% what I should be now. This is why if I come off, I want to be trained. Baby step, baby step, baby step. Is this okay, government? Is this okay? Is this okay? That I can work around. That I'm not doing that. No, that's not a problem. Is this okay? With a dialogue. Right. Things like this house, they use gases to block in different ways my dopamine. It's just dopamine. Me with normal levels of dopamine, I'm really psychic. Less dopamine, my psychic changes. So it has the effects I like. Basically. So because you lowered my missile pride, I saved around 200 to 600 people in a plane. Basically, because my abilities work better. It's not all I've done. Okay. You ready? Second buckle up. Okay, maybe even a parachute in your car. Okay, everything. Ready? Let's do it. Alright, so here I actually drew the circle on later on to show off that I reduced the flame at the end. I was quite surprised I managed to do it. But I prevent the flame from hitting the right car, the very front car, too quickly by reducing the flame so it couldn't keep on catching to the gas or whatever it was on the floor. As you can see there, it's having trouble sticking to that area because I'm pushing it down using my Psi. Later on another playthrough of the video, after the circle was actually after I drew the circle in, I began pulling the smoke away around about now, as you can see, using my sight. It's like an incense stick, basically. So I reduced the flames getting to them in time, and the smoke. Here, there's a guy being chased by police. I pin him now. There, I pinned him to the car. Basically, so the police could get him. At that moment when he just turns around and doesn't do anything, I've pinned him to the car. Okay. The next one, here, I basically hold and pull there, pull him off him. It's a kidnapping. And a couple of times afterwards as well, I managed to get them off the person by pushing them off, basically. I think it just repeats at that point. But I do a number of things by watching the video a few more times. There's no issue with time, you see. So I can watch it through a couple of times and do different things. Okay, this one, when the smoke comes up there, I stop it. Right at that point, I block it. There's no rubble hits them or anything, I blocked it. Basically, I was watching it, reflex, I just blocked it. When it hit me, when it hit. So none of them get hit by any of the... It's a roof collapse, basically. None of them get hit by the debris because I stopped it. I was in the kitchen at the time making dinner. Here, I saved the sheep. Basically, watch the roof. It looks like it's going to hit them. I pull it the other way. Okay, and I pull the tornado to the left so it goes away from me. It's like an incense stick. Okay. So with that, I'm aware it would on its own sound unbelievable, but when you see the whole, oh, it's hopefully the response I want. Sadly, it did go wrong twice. I don't have the recordings. Once I have one of the recordings I can show you. One of it, yeah, there was a plane that I managed to lift up literally, but it had no engines, and it crashed. I just let it hover longer, basically. That was about 2 months ago. I was upset for a few days about it. I tried, and another one. I'll show you now, and talk you through it. Right, so I've slowed this down by 50% to explain what happened. There's an earthquake now. I pushed the boy faster out of the way. Next, this woman comes out. I literally push calm on her. That's why she stands there. I've calmed her. The reason I needed to think. So she starts thinking, right? And then I start pushing it on by the head forward. She touches her head. What the fuck is that? Sorry to swear. But I get her out of the way. I don't want to show you any more because more people come in the area. About several other people and they get crushed. Basically. So I in effect, I got some people out of the area, but more people from another area outside of the camera came in. Basically. Yeah. That was a hard one. That hit me for a few days that I do not know what's going to happen. Okay. I had to stop for a second. I got nervous about what I'm saying. It's a little bit of a choosing. I get very ostracized all the time, and to be able to open up and say, "My say is that big, believe me," very difficult. And all I can do is offer, evidence, show not tell to the authorities and to my NHS team, and then hopefully later on I can offer better foundations, basically. So not offer, but get better foundations. So the NHS themselves can. How are you feeling? To be honest with you, I feel so alone. I seem to be the only me, and also because of mom, because of this, because of that, I find it very hard to socialize. I'm very worried about reactions, and so on. And also, Twitter. I can't actually say about some things anyway, regardless of mob, even government. So it can be a very, very, very lonely life, and the stability as well mentally, which you would understand. That list I wrote of mental health issues, the stability of not really having anyone else to really associate with, except for the other side that speak to me, that you would call as schizophrenia. I have no one else to really associate with about what I can do, and the hope, knowing it seems the group on me publicly purposely cap me all the time to make sure I'm hampered. When it should be the opposite. I could be a real use with arms out to government again. I can help, like I have done. I know they may not like it so much sometimes, but I can. So take the flag, put it next to the plane. You've got around about 400 people saved because I'm on lower misapplied. I could have been higher. I'm more blocked. I'm not able to do anything. I not even know I could. So, Right. So that I'll leave it there. It is a massive head mess up. I'm aware. I very much like to sit on that plane of ideas and knowledge. If I start believing it's not real, it's actually worse for me. But I'm gonna carry around a flag with me every time I go see the NHS. Now, the doctor, the nurse, my psychiatrist, my nurse, my psychologist can say, it is a little bit windy. Do you want to go to the courtyard, or do you want to go outside the front and show me with that flag? It's going to be a little flag. I could just put it on the floor, and I will be able to show you. So you know then, Adam is either a con or he's psychic, and I will be able to show you evidence of that to yourself, basically. And that could be a real use, a real help. I actually lost one of the videos. You want to see it? I want to find it, and you'll be amazed. Let me show you. So, what has happened here? As it starts, okay.
We're kicking things off in Boiling Springs, South Carolina, where a motorcycle filmmaker has spotted some nasty
First, I
black smoke
play with the smoke.
This entire ordeal was
Then
captured on his own cam.
we start getting in.
Oh my God. Call the cops! Call the cops!
Right, I start imbuing
Earlier that day,
calm
the homeowner had
the
been
map.
burning brush while doing yard work. It somehow reignited, causing the yard to go.
I
up
try
in
and push the
flames.
flames down a little bit. Flames are quite
That's not
hard
gonna
for
do
me.
anything.
The woman
But you see
next
how the
door
man is getting a
decided
bit
to
too
help in any
agitated
way
and
she
stressed.
can.
That's a problem because he won't be thinking straight. I need him calm.
Yeah, shoot it. Hey, shoot at
There
the
you go.
base, and I'll shoot up top.
There you go. So basically, I'm imbuing calm on him when watching the first time, which is just projecting a calm state of myself to him at that point,
Is there a gate?
basically. Okay, then we're going in.
Oh my God. Dude, yeah, hey, come here. We need to get buckets of water so it doesn't get to the house.
Right, now a second ago when he came through the gate, I pushed the flames down. You might have noticed the flame go down. I'm trying to push the flame down at the same time as keeping him calm. Now he's too calm, so I have to let go.
That is so hot. Oh my God, it's hot.
There you go. You see the difference in his voice from a second ago? I had to let go of him. It was too much for him. I needed him calm so he could be intelligent, not panicking, you see?
Is the fire department here?
And I was trying to solve the flames myself by pushing. Flames are very difficult because they just lap and lap and lap. But I can't really pull them down that well, only for seconds, you know?
Yeah.
Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Yeah, they tend to bottle up and then
Actions
go
of a
up
couple of
higher.
brave citizen heroes.
Yeah, that's wrong. No problem, buddy.
Alright, so that's that. That was the last one. There's more, but that was all I really wanted to show you. Yeah, so beats that Russian lady a little bit, you know. Who knows? Maybe there's hidden cool psychics hidden in the underground of the Russian government, you know, that are really hard as hell, you know. Anyway, I'll leave that here. I'll wrap up. So I just wanted to demonstrate to the NHS mental health team, hey, what I get up to with my psi, basically. If you can swallow his psychic, that's what I get up to with it. You know, just I do other things in my life. I have many hobbies. That's one of them, basically. Okay. But on a go, this has taken far too many hours to compile. Tomorrow, I might even do it now. I might get it finished now and upload it. I'm gonna, yeah, I think I will. I'm on a roll here. I'm gonna put some music on it now, just so it's even more entertaining for you. And I'll wrap up. So, as I said, pretty wild. Bit of a ride, basically. For stability, for the psychiatrist and so on, with if you can swallow the pill. You know, if you can swallow it. Hopefully, government end up reaching out. And authority. I think authority have a good notion of what I can do anyway. There's a lot of visual. Anyway, even when I walk around town and so on. Yeah, and it'd be great if I'm just accepted at some point. You know, honestly, there many secrets in my life, but it'd be great if I could just walk around with a lot less hassle, rather than feel like an enemy of the country when I'm trying to help the country. I do help the country more than not. Anyway, so Lily's gonna go ape on this. She's gonna be like, you know, seriously, and she will. I think it was tough enough for the incense stick, you know. Anyway, I wanted to share it with you guys. I think I've laid it on too much. I think laying it on this much with you guys is a woolly. I wanted to wait another month, but my psychologist convinced me to do it now. Maybe the bad choice. Maybe I should have waited for a month first before I show you. I've done it. Well, I'll leave you to it anyway. So thank you for listening. It did overrun to 30 minutes, but thank you. And I'll yeah, thank you. Oh, one more thing. I have some notes. I wanted to share at the end. There's been some concern that my benefits are going to be affected by what I'm saying and showing you. Just to reiterate, I absolutely have complex care needs. I walk around my home. I'm talking to voices all the time. Schizophrenic or psychic. There's still voices all the time. So it fundamentally, my ability, even that alone disables me. I can't live a normal life. Forgetting every other issue that I go through, that fundamentally has sprung from that core, basically. I have a little bit of analogy here, that if you're on a mountain, you need carboneers, or you fall. I need mental health support for what I go through, weekly, monthly. I need it. I need a benefit system. I can't work full time. This sadly, well, not sadly, but for me, the benefit system allows me to have a decent, calming home, and so on. With even though some weeks can be absolute horror, absolutely horror, basically, and that needs to be said. It really needs to be said. It seems, he's done that. Some have suggested, he's saying that now. We can now con this way. So I need to iterate again. My PIP form was accurate. My personal opinion, I don't feel that the diagnosis of schizophrenia is correct. But my PIP form itself, and every symptom, it's still exactly the same. It's just on surface level, it's still exactly the same. Right. That's just something I really wanted to say. I'm gonna leave it there and hopefully have not blown everyone's heads up.